Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. I know some of you come to my channel to watch decluttering videos. Some of you come here to learn about creative planning. Today I'm going to talk about some of the last few months of my planning. And if you like decluttering, don't tune away so fast. You might find some tips in here for that too. So stick around and we'll get started. Welcome to those of you that are new, and welcome back to those of you that come see me often. I got this planner a few months back, and it was one of the Happy Planners Happy Box calendars. It is the Bohemian Brights, and I really like this cover, and it came with a lot of cool things. I did an unboxing video. I'll link that up above so you can watch that too. I use my planner every week. I juggle too many things. So if I don't write them down, I don't remember them. So my planner is invaluable for that. Let's flip through and I will show you some of the ways that I use it. All right, let's just flip through here and look at some of my older layouts. I wanted to share with you. I'm gonna go back to March. And this is a layout that I did from stickers that I created myself in Canva. And I put a collection of St. Patrick's Day stickers in my Etsy shop. I wanted to try my own stickers rather than a sticker book to see what that process would be like, how much fun that would be. I really enjoyed designing them on Canva. That was fun. Printed these out on regular label paper and then just cut them out. It takes a little bit more time because you have to cut all your stickers out, but I still like it. I think it was fun. Most all of my layouts you will see start with a priority box. I like to put a 1, 2, 3, my top priorities for the week. I would venture to say that most everyone watching can never get everything done in a week that they would like to. So I like to just pick out my top 3 things that are really must-dos that I need to get done and put those in my priority box. And I usually use my sidebar for some type of a list. In the case of this one, I didn't have any kind of a to-do list or anything here, so I just kind of filled in what we were watching on TV. I like to look back and use this kind of like a memory book almost. I do have a meal plan in this one. I usually don't have that. Just some fun St. Patrick's Day things. Used a tracker, habit tracker here. And you'll see that I do some doodling as far as just handwriting in and drawing like a cupcake and coloring that in. I think that's fun to mix in some markers and color with what you're doing. And here you'll see where I wrote this first with marker and then I went back in with my black and just added some black in there to give that a little more depth. Let's see. Now this is from Happy Planner sticker book. I was kind of getting into pastel colors when I was doing this, and I really love these pastel colors. So you'll see that again I do some things with markers, and sometimes I draw my boxes in rather than using a box, which is what I've done here. And here I like the way this looks, just drawing in your box and drawing in some kind of like stitched lines. I think that's fun. These stickers, I took my black marker and went around them. They did not have a black outline on them, but I kind of wanted to tie that in with some other things to tie in the black. So I outlined all of these. You'll see all of these little flower stickers. I kind of just outlined in black. Just a messy little outline, not trying to get it perfect. I just kind of want it to look scribbly. You can see I used my black marker here on top of the green marker. I did my own bullet points here. Another box that I drew myself and just piddled around and colored in with. And I like to kind of mix in a mix of printed and cursive with my headings sometimes. I think that's fun to do. Do part of it in cursive, part of it in printing, sometimes in all caps, sometimes in caps and lowers. This is very pastel. I thought this was a cute Easter bunny layout, and I did design this one in Canva too. As we flip through here, I really look and see how different some of these are. This one looks kind of plain compared to some of my other ones, but I like it because it is simple. One thing that I always try to include in my weekly plan is a daily gratitude list. I really think that has been a good thing for me to do. It forces me to stop and think about all the wonderful blessings that I have and how lucky that I am. I just find that that's really been a neat thing to do. And sometimes I will doodle here and I don't necessarily color right then, but I need to go back in and color this in. So I would just come back in with my markers and just color in. That's a little bit too bright a green, actually. A purple. This is a little bit darker pink. I'll just come back through and color those in sometimes. Sometimes I do this in the beginning and sometimes I just doodle as I'm filling out my plan for the week. This was the Easter spread that I used for Easter week, but I made a couple of other ones for samples because I created a couple different sets on my Etsy shop of Easter stickers. So this was one of them I thought turned out really cute with the washi tape Easter eggs. I used markers to make confetti along the top and go over my numbers to add some color. I just think he's really cute. The reason I did this was to show that my one sticker set had enough stickers to do both of these layouts. I just used half of them on this one, half of them on this one for kind of a completely different look. I really like the way this turned out. Had this cute washi. And I like the cutting the box in half and just using a little part of a box, a part of a circle. Sometimes I let things go off the edge of the page, sometimes I don't. And I actually had the dates. I used an undated planner pages for this, and I had the dates on my stickers that you could stick in there. So my planner came with this layout with all the lines on it that actually had the times of the day down this column on each page, and I whited those out. But I tend to use just a regular classic planner page going forward instead of this with all the lines. But if you ever wanted something that you wanted to have lots of lines already built in for you, this one works well. Flipping over into April, I thought this one turned out really cute. This was from the, I think it was Modern Farmhouse book. And I just love these flowers and these colors. I thought this turned out really well. So I put priority list. I always have a social media or a Road to Simple block on mine. I use lots of bullet point strips to mark things. You can see here I just drew in some boxes on some things. I like to look for markers that match my sticker colors and then go back in and color over some of the things. Thought this was cute, adding some yellow. Just drew this sun in. I was going to see the solar eclipse, which was a really cool thing where I grew up. That's where the maximum viewing time was, so that was awesome. Went to go see that, but drew that in with my black pen and then went over it with yellow marker. This was my springtime gardening spread. I thought it turned out cute. Let me just kind of touch on some things that I always include on my plan. I always include a home focus block. I have a rotating schedule that 1 week a month I pay a little bit more attention to one zone of my house, whether it be the front bedroom, back bedroom, living room, kitchen, bathroom, etc. I'm not a real stickler about keeping my house completely dust-free at all times. I work full-time, and so I do some cleaning on the weekend, and then I focus on one room a week. I was coming back from my trip from seeing the eclipse, so after I got back, I used some of this space to talk about how the weather was and what happened on my trip back. So I don't always use it for planning ahead. Sometimes I'll have some empty spaces and I'll use them kind of to mark down what I did that week. So I was doing a lot of work on my flowers, so I have that on here. Here's my gratitude list. Here's my Road to Simple list. I just drew this in with a marker. I think that's cute. It's sloppy, but it's cute. Like this one and this one, I think they look really cute on here. So don't be afraid to use your markers. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. I just love the way this turned out with these colors, don't you? I really like this one. So my gratitude list I did here. My gratitude list, it can be the silliest things sometimes. It's nice to remember simple things like clean sheets. I'll take my marker and go in here and color in my little heart. One of my gratitudes this week was my handyman husband. Make myself a note that I'm staying up too late. I usually put a shopping list on my planner, but I don't put my grocery list on here. I might say that I need to remember to go to the grocery, but it's more things that are a little bit out of the ordinary as far as things for me to get. You know, this is my Road to Simple block where I just put my own bullet points in here. Use some washi tapes, some transparent stickers, and some regular stickers, and I just love the way this came out. Here's another one for April. What I really like about this one, if you can see, is the little circles that I drew in. They're kind of faint. I'll try to zoom in so you can see them, but I think that makes a cute little pattern. I just used the different markers that I used on this and drew some open air circles in. It kind of looks like bubbles floating at the top. Got my 1, 2, 3 priority and other to-do tasks. Sometimes I put a habit tracker in, sometimes I don't. I see another little heart. I always like to color in my little hearts. I think it's important to schedule in something for yourself, a treat for you or some type of a wellness event for you. We're so busy taking care of all the little things that sometimes we don't take care of ourselves. I don't really have room to be preaching about this because I don't listen to myself sometimes, but I'm trying. I am doing better about that, but I tend to be a night owl and I like to stay up late and do things. A lot of times I put in my planner to remember to try to get more sleep because that's something I really need to work on. So again, I'm using my markers to draw in some boxes. Drew in my little laundry shirt. I think that's fun. I just think it's fun to use markers every now and then. Things don't have to be perfect, like perfectly designed stickers, perfect design elements. Draw some things in and have some fun. I think that's important. This is my currently page for May. It was just kind of some goals that I was making for May to start tracking my calories and trying to choose healthier foods and trying to walk more. I didn't do as well as I should have, but I did concentrate on some of those. I don't spend a lot of time on my monthly calendar spread. It's mainly just to jot down a few things and then like birthdays and appointments. And then sometimes I will put some of maybe my YouTube stats and things like that to keep track of. Ooh, this one, I really, really love this one. This was kind of an experiment for me to stay within the borders on the lines because I tend to float my stickers across lines and do other things, and I thought I would try to stay in the columns for a change and see how it turned out. And I thought it would be boring, but I don't think it's boring. I love this layout. I think this one turned out really cute. So here you can see I have my daily gratitude. This is my top priorities. My relax, which is my self-care, my home focus. I put a decluttering block in most of my plans as well. So there's certain areas I'll try to go through. It can be something very little, like a side table, or it could be a closet full of clothes. So I think it's important to put a declutter block in your calendar, or it's important for me, I'll say that. And I would encourage you to try it. I liked using these circles for headings. I think I hadn't really done that before. I think those turned out really good. I just really was very surprised at how well I liked this one when I set out to just stay in the columns. I love the colors and the daisies, so I just think this one turned out really neat. Here's something that I did for Mother's Day. These were some stickers that I designed myself in Canva and had these in my Etsy shop, just kind of a rose theme. It was all pink and green. I think it turned out nice. Can you tell I like pink? I do like pink. I thought this one turned out really well. And this was one that I was trying to not use very many box stickers, and that rather than using box stickers, I drew the boxes with markers or used bullet point lists for checkpoint for one side and then drew the rest of the box in. This was kind of an experiment to use lots of markers to draw boxes with to see how it looked. And I think it turned out nice. This one is quite colorful. This one was a surprise to me. When I started, I didn't think it was turning out very well, but when I got it finished, I loved it. And I think what's different about this one is that I took these boxes and flipped them out. It's a little bit something different, but I was using this one, this flag, and it made me think, why not use boxes in a vertical manner instead of horizontal? And I thought it kind of turned out neat. A lot of times I will mark off my Saturday and Sunday as one big block rather than two columns, because to me, most of the time, that's the way I look at my weekend, is one big block of time. I don't necessarily separate my Saturday and Sunday that much. And I like it that way. I like the way it looks. And it's kind of like I can put things on here that could be done either day. Let's see, what did I put for me time here? I slept in, I watched videos, and I'm rocking with Phoebe. That was one of my gratitude things, is rocking with Phoebe. Phoebe's my chicken. We sit in the rocking chair outside. Use this whole column for things I'm thankful for. And this was an exciting week because I had done a decluttering video with my mom and just got the most sweet comments from people all over the world. Just beautiful things that people said. It just warmed my heart so much. And my sisters were with me, and we just had a great day making that video with my mom. I'll link that at the top so you can watch that if you want to, but I tell you what, that was very heartwarming. For weeks, I just got the most beautiful comments from people about how important it is to be loving with your parents, and I just loved it. Okay, this one I thought turned out really neat. This is a little bit different, a little bit busier than what I would normally do. You can tell this is very busy, but I really like it. This was my be everything, be happy, be beautiful, be kind. It was just all be themes. Be bold, be grateful, be your best self, be adventurous. Just all these different be stickers I thought were really cute. So let's see, what have I got? I've got my top 3 over here. Put my self-care block, my decluttering block, my home focus, different to-do things. Here I'm talking again about my mom's video and how I surpassed 1,000 subscribers. All these stickers came from the Modern Farmhouse sticker book from Happy Planner. And I do always usually have a family block. I don't think I mentioned that before, but I do usually have a family block in my planner, so that's a reminder for me to check on certain people about different things. Like I said, I just get so busy at work with other things, and if I don't write it down, I just have to write it down. Just have to. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I did do a video on this June currently page, but this was something kind of fun I did for welcoming summer. I have these letters for the month of June that have the dates of the month on there all the way through, every single date. Every day you can just color in on your planner, just for something fun to do, color in the day. So I left a couple of these just so I could fill them in and show you how much fun this was to do. Just piddle at night when you're working in your planner and looking over your plans for the day. Give you something to do to color in. I think that was fun. I have these on my Etsy shop. I'll put a link to that in the description, where you can just get all the 12 months of the year. You can download them off my Etsy shop. And then you just print them on regular paper, cut them out, glue them down with a glue stick, and then just color in the days. You could color it in all the same as you go, or different colors, like I kind of chose to use some of the colors in this layout for fun. But I think that's a fun thing to do. I think we'll probably do that on some other months. Again, I don't spend a lot of design time on my monthly. It's more or less just to put down birthdays and appointments, and then copy those to the day of the week. This one I thought turned out really bright and sunshiny. I mainly started with this washi tape that I had. I think I picked this up maybe at Michael's, and I just wanted to do something yellow and green, and I didn't really know what I was going to do other than put this tape down and go from there. And I think it turned out really cute. I used a yellow marker to just kind of put some little rays of sunshine, put them down. Then I wrote on some of them I left. But it just kind of made for neat places to put things down in a highlighted area. And I like the fact that I used the yellow marker inside of the green. This was a green sticker box that was a Happy Planner sticker box, but I used the yellow marker inside of that. Some of my boxes I just used the markers and the dotted lines to make it look like stitching. I think that's really cute. Coloring within a printed box, I actually went over my letters there and used stickers for that. And a lot of times I like to just add some color to my dates across the top. I think this one turned out cute. This one I think is pretty with the butterflies, but I'm finding that I really like bright colors better than dark colors. My rings in my planner match with this really well. It looks really pretty. I wanted to do something with butterflies, and I do like it, but it's just a different look. It's just a little bit darker than what I had been doing, so I prefer the brighter colors. I started out thinking that most everything I was going to do was pastel. Then I moved into brighter colors, and I'm really enjoying that too. As we say, the brighter colors. I love the way this one turned out. I think this book was Picnic Blossom. These were rounded boxes. This one and this one were the rounded boxes that I cut the rounded end off and just used them straight. And I think that turned out really cute. You never know that was a rounded box to begin with. And you see, sometimes my planners are more full and sometimes they're not. Here's another really colorful idea. This is, of course, summertime, kind of beach time, all that kind of bright summertime. Now this one, I don't think I used any markers on. I just used my black pen to write in a couple of things. Just wrote in everything with my black pen. I didn't use any markers on this one, so that's kind of unusual for me. And you'll see here too where I've blocked the whole weekend off together as one time. I think that works well. Use some little washi tapes that were in the sticker book. This was all out of I think all of this was in the summertime Happy Planner sticker book. So that kind of gets us through a part of March and April, May, June. In a couple of months, I'll do another flip through starting with July. All right, I'm gonna flip back through here real quick and give me your vote on which one you like the best. This is the farmhouse flowers, gardening. Let's just call these the fuchsia flowers. This would be the Dream Bigger layout. We'll call this one the Lavender Daisy layout. Mother's Day Roses. Well, let's see, this one says Hello Wonderful Life, so we'll call this one Hello Wonderful Life. Best Week Ever. Be Wonderful. Let's call this one Be Wonderful. Summer State of Mind. Butterfly Layout. Picnic Blossoms. Let's call this one Summer Vibes. So just for fun, leave me a comment with your vote for which one you like, or maybe your top 3 that you like the best. I'd be interested to see what you think. I know what my favorites are, but I want to know what your favorites are. So we're going to wrap this up, and the next time I do this, we will start with my July planner. Thanks so much for joining me for this flip through today. If you found it to be helpful, of course, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And you know, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. That really helps me to grow my channel, and it helps us to get back together to share more decluttering tips and planning tips. Until next time, I hope that you will try to keep it simple. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.